Hello, my fellow lesbians! Lil the Teller here, and today we are going to talk about Megamind. It was my favorite movie growing up as a child. I watched this movie when I was free, so you gotta know it. I was born in 2007. So, let's not waste any more time, because you know what? Today is Valentine's Day, and I would give you the important something for what you give me. Because it's Valentine's Day. Now, let's not waste any more time and let's talk about Megamind. He starts off with Megamind falling to his doom, but before we see all this bullshit, it cuts back to the actual story behind Megamind. So, he was a standard child. He was from a broken home, so he was taken from his family and taken to a skate pod, so his parents got him a minion and a baggie for safety. And then he shot off out of his planet and meet up with Mr. Goody Two-Shoes, known as Metro Man. They both landed on Earth on the exact same time, in the exact same date, in the exact same day, in the exact same year. Ooh, that's a mouthful. So anyways, Megamind has traveled to Earth, and he visits the mansion, first reaction, but Metro Man just moves aside his pod and went to prison while Metro Man meets up with a rich family thinking he is the rich child. So this is the Superman origin story of Megamind. So meanwhile, for Megamind, things couldn't get any worse for him. But of course it did. He ended up in prison, he was adopted by the prison, and they taught him things like bad is good, good is evil. Like, can you get off this nonsense? For the villain origin story, he started his first invention, which is a baby scooter, and he just got the prisoners out of there. Years passed by, and the prison let Megamind go to school because he was going to let himself do some learning. On his way to the Truer house, he met up with Metro Man. Metro Man was a great student, while Megamind, not so much, because the children were just being racist towards blue people, just like in Avatar. So, he has made multiple adventures, and he's become the bad boy recently. So he and Metro Man have started a fight a lot. Like, for the past few years, they have started fights all the time, and that leads us to the intro, leading us that his name is Megamind, a incredibly handsome and criminal genius, a master of all ability. 22 years later, we meet up with adult Megamind, who is really exciting for Ready to Escape, because Minion just sent J.K. Simmons a gift pretending to be Metro Man, giving him the gift because it's Metro Day in Metro City. So J.K. Simmons puts on the watch, and then we cut off to Minion in the car, which it translates that Roxanne is doing some news reports. Meet Tina Fey, aka Roxanne Ritchie. She's the news reporter and the only female character in the film. She hangs out with a local simp named Jonah Hill, aka Hal, and he just wants to fuck her. He is a total simp, okay? I have clear reaction of why he's a simp. So Roxanne gets kidnapped by Minion, and then I was like, what? Where did my bitch go? Then meanwhile, J.K. Simmons was using the watch, and then the watch accidentally just turned him into Megamind, and the prisoners accidentally thinks that J.K. Simmons is Megamind, and Megamind escapes to become J.K. Simmons. He escapes, and now they need to use their distraction to destroy Metro Man once and for all. Metro Man gets a fake speech, while Megamind is using Roxanne as a distraction for Metro Man to get her, and he saws that Megamind has kidnapped Roxanne once again. He goes to the wrong observatory, and so, like, Megamind's plan is to beam up Metro Man so he can kill him, but the sun has been warming up, and then the laser can kill Metro Man, because there were so many great, funny, goofy, gags around in the film. So once Metro Man is defeated, Megamind has been taking over the entire Metro City until he got bored one day because he was wondering that, oh no, there is no superhero in the world. Whatever should we do? By going to visit Metro Man's statue and to disguise as the one and only Alex from romantic escort to fuck up with Roxanne about getting it to build a new superhero, and that's it. That's how you can build a superhero, by asking Roxanne about superheroes not being born. They are made. And so, Megamind was on his way to create a superhero by using Metromance's DNA to create a super weapon above his own. But he got a phone call by Roxanne, and he disguised himself as Bernard once again. And they go for this type of shenanigans, as you will. Well, Jonah Hill just got the weapon on his nose, so Megamind can go through his DNA and find out if he really does have Metromance's powers. He certainly does. So Megamind and Minion disguise themselves as Space Stepdad and Space Stepmom. So they have to go for like this training montage to make Titan better, and Megamind dating Roxanne. Months passed by, and Megamind was flirting with Roxanne because he has a crush on her now. And his friend Minion was still worried that his friend is flirting with Roxanne Ritchie, but he doesn't want Minion to like fight Titan. He just wants to be with Roxanne, that's all. He just wants to fuck her. And then they started a large argument, and then he said he doesn't want to be the bad guy anymore. And then Fish David Cross said, "Fuck this shit, I'm out of here." Meanwhile, Roxanne was going on some clue art to find out what she was up to, but she was doing some clue art of Titan, which is supposed to be Hal, which you could have guessed. Yeah, this movie is just 10 years old. I couldn't expect the warning for you. Disclaimer. So they go on some type of date that Jonah Hill just planned everything. But Roxanne didn't want to end up with Jonah Hill because he was a simp. And then he was like, "No, girl, I just want you to be with me, not some interdimensional dweeb. I'm sorry, but he's with me." "No, Roxanne, you're with me. I have superpowers now. You're my bitch. You can't date me." He can't get any bitches. Is because she ended up with Bernard, and they have some kind of romantic confinement. And then, when about to Bernard and Roxanne are about to kiss, Roxanne just got Bernard's watch, and it was revealed it was Megamind the whole fucking time. And then she was like, "No, Megamind, you're not my man. You just destroyed Metro Man and took over this city and let me care about you? Why did you brainwash me? You can't take the entire world without me, okay?" And so Megamind and Roxanne were depressed with each other because he's not acting so evil. He was just acting so flirty. He's trying to get some bitches. And then he had a plan. He has finally to take down Titan, just like his friend promised. His epic suit, it started the epic battle with Titan, but he didn't even show up because he was just too busy robbing the bank. They have an epic battle, but Titan won, and Megamind was covered in bruises. So now has Titan taking over under new management, and Megamind needs help from Roxanne to get to know what Titan's weakness is, because copper didn't even actually work. So Roxanne takes Megamind to the Chewer house that Megamind used to go to, like I mentioned earlier, and they stumble upon with Metro Man once again, but this time he's Markiplier, and Markiplier tells them the backstory of why he can't do anything because he's now Markiplier. He just danced to the Five Nights at Freddy's song towards Roxanne and Megamind, and then Roxanne is like, "Just let's go play GTA 6 and beat the shit out of Titan." And then Roxanne wanted to confess Titan of not gonna do it, that he can't do it, and then he was like, he can as Roxanne, and he took her to the tower, and then he apologizes to J.K. Simmons of all the things he have done for the past few weeks. And then J.K. Simmons gets Megamind out, but it turns out it was Minion, and then they go out to rescue Roxanne from Titan. While Titan was doing a live stream on Twitch, Megamind was doing his presentation. Titan was fighting off the brainbots while Megamind was riding on his scooter to rescue Roxanne. Once Titan defeats all the brainbots, Titan used a tower to collapse, has to throw it at them, and now Megamind is dead. Titan used a bus to almost kill Roxanne because Markiplier saved her, and he was like, "Hey, you can't do that to my bitch. She's my bitch. So I heard that you're the guy from Ryan's World." "Yeah? Actually, you're the kid from back at the barnyard, so I'm gonna kill you. Holy shit! Now thanks to Markiplier rescuing Roxanne, he wanted to appreciate Megamind rescuing her, but surprise, it's Minion, because he sacrificed his life to save her, because we already know that you and I, the audience, know that Metro Man is actually Megamind the whole time. He just wanted to scare off Titan so he could scare him off once and for all. And he just called this town Metrocity, and it didn't even scare him. This was the epic battle between them. He got on the invisible car, and Titan said, "Suklan, gay Bowser." And this is where we get started to the final climax of the film. Megamind defeats Titan, and Mania just almost died. And now Megamind and Roxanne lived happily ever after.
Remember the last time you used a public restroom?